back to Max with RP. In the class 10 curriculum, we have introduced what is an arithmetic progression. We saw what are sequences, and then we saw what do you mean by an arithmetic sequence. An arithmetic sequence is a sequence where every term is obtained by adding a constant to the previous term. Then we also derived the nth term and sum of n terms of an AP. So just recall the nth term of an AP is given by a plus n minus 1 into d. We saw that the first term is a plus d, a plus 2d, etc. So for the third term it is a plus 2d, for the fourth term it is a plus 3d. So for the nth term it will be a plus n minus 1 into d. Then the sum of n terms also we saw as n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d, which is same as n by 2 into first term plus last term. So these are the two things that we have learnt in the previous video. So today we are going to solve some problems using this knowledge. Find the 10th term of the AP. So let us do the problem. First problem. So you have 2, 7, 12, etc. Is it an AP first? Let us check. The first term is 2. The common difference is 7 minus 2 is also 5. 12 minus 7 is also 5. And it is given find that a 10th term of an AP. So we can assume that the difference between any two consecutive terms is 5. T2 minus T1, which is 5. Now we need to calculate the 10th term. The 10th term is a plus 9d. Because what is the formula where we are using? A plus n minus 1 into d. So the 10th term will be a plus 9d. What will be the 100th term? A plus 99d. What will be the 80th term? A plus 79d. So this will be, a we know is 2 plus 9 into 5, which is 47. So the nth term of the AP is 47. Is it clear? Find the AP whose nth term is given. So you are given an AP whose nth term is 3n minus 5. Find the AP means what? Please list out the sequence. Tell us what is the first term. Tell us what is the common difference. So if you look here, the first term, when I put n equal to 1, I get the first term. So I will get 3 minus 5, which is minus 2. The second term will be 3 into 2, 6 minus 5, which is 1. The third term will be 3 into 3 minus 5, 9 minus 5, which is 4. Fourth term will be, so everywhere I am substituting in 3n minus 5. Here n is 1, n is 2, n is 3. 3 into 4 minus 5, which is 7. Are you able to follow? So what is the sequence now? Minus 2, 1, 4, 7, etc. Is it an arithmetic sequence? What are the characteristic features of an arithmetic sequence? You have to say what is the first term. The first term is minus 1. What is the common difference? T2 minus T1 is what? 1 minus of minus 2, which is 3. 4 minus T, 3 minus T2 is 4 minus 1, which is also 3, and so on. So this is the sequence. This is the sequence. When you say find AP, you write down the terms, some of the terms of the sequence, indicate what is A and what is the common difference. The common difference is 3. So when the nth term is given, all the terms of the sequence are determined. How are they determined? When I put n equal to 1, I get the first term. When I put n equal to 2, I get the second term, and so on. Now find the nth term and the 20th term of the list of numbers 5, 1, minus 3, minus 7, etc. So first of all, let us find whether the common difference is the same. T2 minus T1 will be 1 minus 5, which is minus 4. This is T1, this is T2, this is T3. Now T3 minus T2 will be minus 3 minus 1, which is minus 4. What will be T4 minus T3? Minus 7 plus 3, which is minus 4. Are you able to follow? So the common difference is the same. Therefore, it's an AP. Now what is it that you have to find? What is the nth term? How do you find the nth term? A plus n minus 1 into D. Now A is what? The first term. So this is your A. So A equal to 5. What is D? The common difference which you have found, which is minus 4. So nth term will be 5 plus n minus 1 into minus 4. This is 5 minus 4n plus 4. 9 minus 4n. So nth term is A plus n minus 1 into D. So 5 minus 4n plus 4. So 9 minus 4n. So what do you mean by nth term? If I put n equal to 1, I should get the first term. So when I put n equal to 1, I get A, which is 5. When I put n equal to 2, I get the second term. When I put n equal to 3, I get the third term, and so on. So nth term defines the sequence. If you know the nth term, you can find out any term of the sequence. Now you are asked to find the nth term and also the 20th term. So T20 will be 9 minus 4 into 20. This is 9 minus 80, which is minus 71. Are you able to follow how the nth term determines the entire arithmetic sequence itself? It determines the first term. It helps you to find any term of the sequence. Once you know the formula for nth term, you can find out any term of the sequence. Find the 11th term from the end of the AP. So before we go into this, we can actually derive a formula for finding the any term from the end of the sequence. See, what is an AP? Nth term is A plus n minus 1 into D. So I can say the last term is A plus n minus 1 into D. Right? What will be the term before that? So this is the last term. So I am calling it as L. So we have L. What will be the term before that? L minus D. What is the term before that? L minus 2D. So if this is the last term, the term before that, the term previous to L minus D. If you go on like this, what will be the nth term? L minus n minus 1 into D. Again T1, T2, T3. So Tn will be L minus n minus 1 into. This is the nth term from the end. Nth term from the end. So you can derive the formula. Okay. Now let us look at this AP. The AP is 10, 7, 4, etc. So what is the first term? It is 10. What is the common difference? 7 minus 10, which is minus 3. 4 minus 7, which is also minus 3. So D equal to minus 3. Now what is it you have to find? Find the 11th term from the end. The 11th term, T11, from the end, which is very important. That you understand the difference between the 11th term from the beginning and the 11th term from the end will be what? Okay. We have to find the last term minus n minus 1 into D. That is, what is the last term? Minus 62 minus n minus 1, 11 minus 1 into D, which is minus 3. So I have derived the formula for the nth term from the end. The last term I am calling as last, L. The previous term, L minus D. The term previous to that, because every term is obtained by adding D. So when I am going from the end, it will be minus D, minus 2D, etc. The nth term will be L minus n minus 1 into D. So nth term from the end. This is nth term from the end. We want the 11th term from the end. So for that, what I should know? The last term. What is the last term? Minus 62. Minus, now 11 minus 1 is 10 into D. D is minus 3. So this is minus 62 minus 10 into minus 3, which is minus 62 plus 30. Which is minus 32. So the last 11th term from the end would be minus 32. Now check whether 304 is a term of the list of the numbers. So you are given a set 5, 11, 17, 23, etc. Okay. This is a sequence. Now, is it an arithmetic sequence? If I keep A as 5, D will be 11 minus 5, which is 6. 17 minus 5, 17 minus 11, which is 6. 23 minus 17, which is 6. Right? So, the common difference is A is 5, D is 6. Now we want to check whether 304 is a term. So any term of this sequence, how will you write? A plus n minus 1 into D. Please remember n minus 1 here is a bracket. So here A is what? 5 plus n minus 1 into what is D? 6. This is 5 plus 6n minus 6 or 6n minus 1. A plus n minus 1 into D, which is 5 plus n minus 1 into common difference, which is 6. 6n plus 5 minus 6 is minus 1. So this is your nth term. The question that we are asking is, can the nth term, can 6n minus 1 be equal to 304? If so, what will happen? If so, 6n minus 1 equal to 301, 304 will imply 6n equal to 305. So n equal to 305 by 6, which is, you know, not divisible by 6 because it is what? I have 4 times 6 will be 24. 65, so 6 is not divisible by 6. It's not an integer. not an positive integer. See, if it has to be a term, then we start from 1, right? First term, second term, third term, etc. So, but if I assume 304 is a term, then I get, what term is it? N equal to 305 by 6, it is not an integer. Therefore, not possible. Therefore, what can we conclude? 304 cannot be a term of such a sequence. Is it clear? Now find the value of the middlemost terms of the AP, minus 11, minus 7, minus 3, etc. 49. So we have an AP minus 11, minus 7, minus 3, etc. 49. So what is the first term? Minus 11. What is the common difference? Minus 7 minus of minus 11, which is plus 11, which is 4. D is also equal to, again I am checking with one more terms, minus 3 minus of minus 7, which is plus 7, which is 4, etc. Right? So, A is minus 11, D is 4. We want to find the middlemost term. For that we have to know how many terms are there. Only then I can know which is the middlemost term. So, how many terms are there? I need to know. So, for that, I know that the nth term is 49. Tn equal to 49. What is the nth term? A plus n minus 1 d equal to 49. Therefore, what is A? Minus 11 plus n minus 1 into 4 equal to 49. Right? So, n minus 1 into 4 will be 49 plus 11, which is 60. So, n minus 1 equal to 60 by 4. So, n is 15. So, n minus 1 is 15. So, n equal to 16. A plus n minus 1d is the last term, which is 49, which is minus 11 is the first term. Common difference is 4. So, minus 11 plus n minus 1 into 4 is 49. I have used the formula A plus n minus 1 into d for the nth term. That gives me n minus 1 into 4 equal to 60, or n minus 1 equal to 15. If n minus 1 is 15, 60 by 4. Okay, so which means n is 16. So when I have n is 16, how many middle terms are there? T8 and T9. There are two middle terms. Because it's an even number, there are two middle terms, 8 and 9. What will be T8? T8 will be A plus 7D, which is, what is A? Minus 11 plus 7 into 4, 28, 17. What will be T9? T9 is, because we know the common difference is 4. So 17 plus 4, which is 21. So the middlemost terms are 17 and 21. So are you able to follow how to find the middlemost terms? If there were 17 terms, then you can say, which will be the middlemost? Suppose there were 17 terms. Okay. If I have 8 here, okay, and 8 here 16. Then ninth term will be the middlemost term. Because I can say here 8 terms, the other side there are 8 terms, so middlemost term will be 9. But here we are having an even number, that is even number of terms, 16 terms. Therefore, the 8th term and the 9th term will be the middle terms. So I hope you understood how to find the nth term from the end. What was the most important concept we learned today was how to find term from the end. And we derived a formula, and nth term from the end is L minus n minus 1 into D. So this is one concept we learned today. And we also learned how to check whether a particular number belongs to the sequence. How do we do that? You have to assume it's a term, a term in the sequence, and see whether you get a contradiction. So when I assumed that 304 is a term in the sequence, I got n equal to 305 by 6. N represents the term, a term. So it has to be a positive integer, right? It has to be a natural number. It is not a natural number. Therefore, it cannot be a term in the sequence. And then we learned how to find the middle terms. I hope you enjoyed the session. I'm enjoying these sessions of Maths with RP while I'm communicating with all of you. So we will, in the next video, we will solve even more competency-based problems with respect to arithmetic progressions. Until we meet next time, it is goodbye. Do not forget to share and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Maths with RP. Bye. Goodbye.